Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. How are you doing? Happy Easter and welcome to this week's live stream lesson all about the tune Good Morning. It sounds a little something like this. Now we're going to learn a lot about swing strumming in this lesson. I'm going to teach you some cool jazzy chord tricks. Good morning. Good morning. We slept the whole night through. Good morning to you. Good morning. It's a whole AABA jazz song we're going to learn today. How are you doing, friends? I hope that you are doing well. Happy Easter to everyone. Thank you so much for joining me for this morning's ukulele jazz lesson. Good morning. These lessons happen each and every Sunday, 12 noon, New York City time zone. Let's say hi to some friends in the chat. Please take a look in the description below. There's a link to the song sheet that you will want to have for this lesson. It's available at a link in the description below. There's also a link down there if you would like to participate in a survey. I'm asking folks what they would like me to share in a 5-day ukulele challenge. It'll be a transformational 5 days of learning. So let me know in the comments below how you're doing. Let's say hi to some folks in the chat. We got some, cool. We got some regulars here. Hello, Kyla. Hello, Roger. Hello, John. Colin Held in the house. My goodness. Will. My dear old friend and bandmate Colin's in the house. How cool. David's here. We got Ragamuffin from the best coast, the West Coast. Oregon. Welcome to everybody. Happy Easter. Hope that you are having a wonderful Sunday. There's a lot I want to share with you in this lesson. And at the end of the ukulele lesson, as usual, I'll be leading a mindfulness meditation, a simple practice to invite tranquility. We'll be focusing on deep listening today. I have 2 Tibetan singing bowls that I'll be leading you through a gentle and really nourishing, tranquil meditation, and I hope you'll join me for that. Let's get into today's lesson. There's a whole lot of cool stuff I want to share with you. Take a moment to tune your ukulele. I have a low G ukulele with me. We also got a high G. We got some friends from Canada in the house. Hello, Gordon. Glad you're here. Patricia, hello. Asha from Chico. Did we meet, Asha? I went through Chico a number of years ago. I think it was 2017. I presented at a store in Chico. Dani Joy she used to live in Chico. Wonderful ukulele teacher, wonderful person. And she connected me with that store and that opportunity to present in Chico. So, my friends, let's get into today's lesson. If you haven't already, download the song sheet. It's a pretty simple, relatively simple jazz song from the musical Singin' in the Rain. I saw this as a kid on Broadway. Left a big impression on me. And this is a cool tune because we can learn a whole lot about jazz chords. I'm going to show you some variations and also how to make the rhythm more smooth and swinging. There's also some cool chord tricks that will make the chord changes a lot easier. So let's jump into it. Before we get into the details, and I've already started to sketch out a few details here of some fancier schmancier stuff, let's just jam through it. So let's get our ukuleles, follow along. Are you in tune? My dog has fleas. All right, I'm going to start with the introduction. I'll be teaching you this in a moment. Get yourself ready. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Good morning. Good morning. We've talked the whole night through. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Good morning. It's great to stay up late. Good morning. Good morning to you. the band began to play. The stars were shining bright. Now the milkman's on his way. It's too late to say goodnight. So say good morning, good morning. Sunbeams are shining through. Good morning to you and you and you and you. Good morning, good morning. We've gabbed the whole night through. Good morning to you. Nothing could be grander than to be in Louisiana. Good morning, good morning. It's great to stay up late. Good morning to you. Went to Zippy if we lived in Mississippi, where when the movies show the future wasn't bright. But came the dawn, the show goes on. I don't wanna say goodnight, so say good morning, good morning. Rainbows are shining through. Good morning to you. We can tag that last line. Good morning to you. Good morning. Ready? Last chord. To you. Thanks for jamming along. A basic run through of the tune. Give yourself a big hand for hanging. Thank you so much for hanging with this jam. If you're having a good time so far, give this video a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. Would love to hear what your questions are. That was a relatively basic run through. We're going to go through a couple of things that I did, and then I'm going to embellish them throughout the course of this lesson. Please give this video a thumbs up. Let me know how you're feeling in the chat. And if you would like to support this broadcast, you can do so. There are some links down below if you want to offer a donation. Not expected, but certainly appreciated. Please check the other links down below, because I am going to be offering this month and probably every month a 5-day ukulele challenge. And I know in the past I've said I don't like that word challenge, but I've changed my mind because I'm seeing it differently. In 5 days, we will go through a transformation, and I would love your input on what topic you would like me to share. So there is a link below to a Google survey. Let me know which topic. You can vote more than once, I'm pretty sure. Let me know what topic really lights you up, and if you have any ideas for other topics, let me know. I'd love to hear what you're most interested in learning, whether it's how to make the left hand super loose, and if you want to study chord voicings up the neck, how to solo with blues scales and blah, blah, blah. Whatever you want to do, I want to help you do it. All right. Hello, everybody. The Viagra song. I don't know that song. Is that, oh, good morning. Welcome, everybody. That was in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. So this is a sweet, happy song, and let's learn something fancy you can put into it right now. Check this out, folks. In a moment, I'm going to zoom in to my hands so you can see up close what I'm doing. But right now, just take a look at this diagram, and this is the first variation I want to teach you, the G6 chord. G6 may be one of the best ukulele chords in the world. I think it's a great chord because it is not only G6, but it is also E minor 7. It's very easy to play. So let's check out this variation right here. When you're playing G major, you're using 3 fingers. Now all you do is lift up the ring finger. So you have open string, 2nd fret, open string, 2nd fret. Wonderful open chord, jazzy chord. Whether you're using low G or high G, it's a really sweet sound. So jazzy variation number 1 is to, every 2 beats, lift off this finger. I'm exaggerating the amount of motion right now. Really, when you take it off, I would recommend you don't move too much, but I'm going to exaggerate it so you can really see. Let me demonstrate it while I'm showing you. Take a look at my hand, and then you copy. Watch how I take it off on beat 2, put it back on beat 3, take it off on 4, back on 1. A 1, 2, here I go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Try it with me. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 3. Yep. 1. Take it off. And you can hear that nice embellishment of the chord. And let's just stop right there. Thanks, everybody. Now, let's pick it up a bit. I was doing it slowly, counting the half notes. Now, let's count the quarter notes, and it'll sound like this. A 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4. Notice how I'm still playing backbeat rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4. Making beats 2 and 4 louder are the elements of swing you want to have in your playing for this kind of music. Couple more times. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Now, let's take a look at these other chords, because actually, as you can probably tell, they've got a lot in common. That being these two fingers. Take a look. I'm going to come in real close for this turnaround. This jazz turnaround is the intro, and it's also a turnaround progression that can button up the end of every verse. So take a look. I go 1, 2, then I move it down to the first fret. 1, 2. Now the open strings. 1, 2, and now these two fingers. 1, 2. Let's count it properly, so to speak, and that would be 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Are you ready to try that with me? Let's get started on the G6 chord. Okay, that's just the two fingers. And notice they look like bunny ears. Perfect for Easter, I think. We'll call this the Easter chord. 1, 2, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, you're playing jazz. Nice. Keep going. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2. Very nice, everybody. Nice job. Okay, cool. Any questions in the chat? Are you having fun? Please give this video a thumbs up. Share the link with your friends. You know, you'll be able to watch this anytime as a replay, of course. I appreciate you joining me. Now, let's pick up the pace, meaning we're going to play that same progression a little faster, and then we'll place that progression at the end of the verse. All right? Just to be clear, these are the shapes we're working on. G6, and then when you move it down to the first fret, that's G diminished 7th, open strings A minor 7, and then your two-fingered D7. Later in this lesson, very soon, hope you'll stick around because I'm going to show you some other cool variations, other ways to play these same exact chords with more color and more, how should we say, more pizzazz. So let's play it. The introduction, we'll go through that 4-chord vamp that we just played, then we'll play the verse, and then we'll place it at the end. We'll play the second verse. We'll place it at the end. And then we're going to stop because I'm going to teach you some stuff about the bridge. Are you ready? 1. Some folks may be wondering about the rhythm, and this is the rhythm. You can do whatever you want, right? As long as beats 2 and 4 are accented. So you could strum a constant series of down and up strums, eighth notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is a laid back, shuffled bluesy jazz strum. Later we'll do it faster and it'll still have the same quality. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'd like to play it a little faster than what we were just practicing. You can keep this steady stream of down and up strums, accent 2 and 4. The key is that you only play the accents on 2 and 4. All right? Make them pop out so it has groove. Are you ready? 1, a 1. Here we go. A 1, 2. A 1, 2, vamp, go! Boo boo ba bum bum bum. Let's sing. Good morning, good morning. We talked the whole night through. Good morning to you. Here's that vamp. Good morning, good morning. It's great to stay up late. Good morning to you. Cool, let's stop there. Awesome, everybody. Hats off to you. Cheerio. The first line, it's a whole lot of G major, so we can make it more interesting with trick number 1, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll go through this one more time before we play the bridge. And the other fancy thing to do is at the end of the second verse, instead of playing the vamp, we play just a little bit of the vamp. We go to the G diminished chord and then back up. Let me show you that up close. The rhythm is syncopated. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 4. And. Count along with me. Try it out. If you can say it, you can play it. A 1, 2, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. All right, so that syncopated is 1, 2, and 3. Syncopation often involves chords arriving on upbeats, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So it arrived before beat 3. Big topic that we can cover in future lessons. Maybe it could be a whole challenge. We could have Jazzy rhythm challenge. Now, if you like the triplet strum and you're comfortable with it, drop that in as well. Let's try the verse one more time and then we'll go on to the bridge. Thank you for hanging. Hope you're having a good Easter. Appreciate you spending some time with me making music. From the beginning, let's do that vamp, and then we'll play the first 2 verses. 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3. Get ready to sing. Good morning, talk the whole night through. Good morning to you. Good morning, it's great to stay up late. Good morning to you. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Yeah, so that's just the way I like to play it. Allow it to be improvisational. Find your own way into this. I'm offering you some vocabulary of strumming and chord vocabulary that you can get into. All right, it's time for the bridge. B7. You know, B7 is a chord that can be played in a number of different ways. You could playing the shape. Let me come in real close so you can see. Hope the resolution of the camera is working for you. There you go. All right. Now, take a look. The next chord is our E minor 7. Remember, E minor 7 is the same shape as G6. So it's that same chord that we've been hanging with this whole time. And then the last chord. The chords go by kind of quickly. So we want to be able to hop in between them with some speed. So take a listen. Now the milkman's on his way. It's too late to say goodnight. So say. All right, I did it very slowly there so we can practice. Let's do it one more time. Practice with me, and then we'll play the whole bridge. 1, start on D, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, D sharp, diminished, E minor 7, A7, D7. You could let that D7 ring, or you could strum through it. One more time, por supuesto. Let's do it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, D. Get ready, D sharp, diminished 7th. E minor 7, A7, D7, 2, 3, 4, 1. And then we be back on the verse. Good morning, right there. How you feeling so far? I hope this is helpful. Let's play the whole bridge. We'll pick up the pace just a little bit, so it sounds a bit more like the song. Starting on your B7 chord. 1, B7, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. When the band began to play, the stars were shining bright. Now the milkman's on his way. It's too late to say goodnight. So say good morning. Good morning. Sunbeams will soon shine through. Good morning. Good morning to you and you and you and you and more. All right, so I placed that turnaround, that vamp, the intro slash turnaround, same 4 chords. All right, I think we're ready to run the bridge one more time, and then I want to take some questions. If you have any questions, please drop them in the chat, and we'll go through the bridge right now. Dagmar, thank you for joining. And let's double check something here. Apparently some folks saying you can't hear me when I change cameras. I think all the sound. Ha ha ha. Hang on one sec, folks. All right, so you should be able to hear me now. My apologies, friends. Technology's great, as long as it's working. All right, let's play the bridge. We'll go through it one more time. Thank you. Yeah, so right now you got audio, and thank you for hanging with me. Appreciate it. Let's go through the bridge. Starts with the B7 chord. B7. You can play it in a number of different ways. Always with that emphasis on beats 2 and 4. For those of you who are comfortable with muting the strings, you can touch them with the right hand to get a very crisp sound. When the band began to play, the stars were shining bright. Or just keep on going. next, we get to the D major chord. And for those of you who missed it, I'll just recap briefly. D major can be played in a number of different ways. Here, I'm suggesting that you play it with 2 fingers. You know, you could play D with 3 fingers, but this will make this change easier. Play it as if you were playing a D7 chord. Flatten the first finger down. And see how it flattens down just a little bit, not too much pressure. And now you're playing 3 fretted notes with 2 fingers. So the first finger flattens out. And the reason for that is that the next chord, D sharp diminished 7th, you can just unbend that knuckle and add your ring finger and your pinky. That in itself is a tricky change. All right, and this chord has a lot of tension, the diminished 7th chord. It's moving onward to E minor 7. E minor 7 is the same shape as G6. So the same chord that we've been spending a lot of time with so far today. Fingers 1 and 2 at the 2nd fret. Open 2, open 2. It's the same chord as E minor 7. After E minor 7, we go to A7. And then we move on to D7, which could be played like this. And it could be played as a bar if you wish. It could even be played up here. 5th fret bar. So let's go through this nice and mellow, nice and slow. Start at your B7 chord. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. When the band began to play, the stars were shining bright. Now the milkman's on his way. It's too late to say good night. So say good morning. And then you're back at the verse. Sunbeams will soon shine through. Good morning. Good morning to you and you and you and you. What did I do there? I returned to the introductory vamp, right? G6, same chord as E minor 7, G diminished, A minor 7, and then D7. All right. How are you doing, folks? I think we got the technical issue worked out. I think I lost some audio there, but I got it all fixed now. As you can see, you can still hear me talk. Zoomed in with the chord chart. Let me know if you have any questions in the chat. Let's go through the bridge one more time. It's probably the hardest part of the song, and then I want to share just a few more tricks and tips with you before we get into our meditation. And of course, answer whatever questions you have. Hello from the Rio Grande. Welcome. So I think that we are ready to practice the bridge. Cool. Let's just do it a few more times. So when we are playing the bridge, let's take a look. D major. And you know, when you're practicing chords like this, it can be very, very fun just to, you can warm up your voice. La 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 la, without really even getting into the theory of what scale matches the chord. Just trust your ear for now, okay? All that theory is fun to explore, but for now, trust your ear. Just strum the D major chord. You're associating a sound that you're hearing in your head with the sound that's coming from the instrument. My fingering is as if I was playing the D7 chord and I'm flattening it out. That's my big tip for today, especially if you're playing a small uke like this concert that I'm playing. Hello, Pirate Jenny. Glad to have you with us. Shout out to the Hudson Valley. Now, next, you lift this up, go back to a D7 shape, plop these 2 fingers on here. If you took the ukulele away, how loose is your hand? You know? So try to make that change. do, 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 do. You know, just allow your vocal improv to come. It's very relaxing to breathe deeply and sing. Ya, 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 ya. Okay, there are no wrong notes. Remember that. There are no wrong notes. Next, we hop down to this chord. That's the E minor 7 chord. Now A7. Finally, we get to D7. Let's put it all together into one smooth bridge. B7. A 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Well, when the band began to play, the stars were shining bright. Now the milkman's on his way. It's too late to say good night. So say good morning. Good morning. Sunbeams will soon shine through. Good morning. Good morning to you and you and you and you. Good morning. Keep going. Morning. We've gabbed the whole night through. Good morning. Good morning to you. Nothing could be grander than to be in Louisiana. Good morning. Good morning. It's great to stay up late. Good morning. Good morning to you. Might be just as zippy if he was in Mississippi. Well, when we left the movie show, the future wasn't bright. But came the dawn, the show goes on. I don't wanna say goodnight, so say good morning. Good morning. Rainbows are shining through. Good morning. Good morning to you. Tag that last line. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning to you and you and you and you. All right, folks, thank you for joining in. Play this song every morning. Sure is a nice way to start the day. We've been singing this to our little baby boy. He's actually a toddler now. He's not officially a baby. 14 months old. We've been singing this to him every day for a long time now. He loves it. So it's a wonderful way to start your day. And if you haven't seen Singing in the Rain in a while, go watch the whole movie if you got time, or at least look up on YouTube the clip of this. It's such a cool song and dance number. They're dancing on a couch. It falls over. Pretty amazing, the choreography and the singing in these old school musicals. Do you like old school musicals? Let me know in the comment below. Wonderful jazz tunes can be learned from this genre. Wonderful jazz swing tunes. Now, we're of course doing this slowly in a mellow way. I'd like to share with you a few more things that you can add to the rhythm to make it more fluid and more swinging, but let me know if there's anything that you have a question about. Oh yeah, we got some big fans of old school musicals. So cool. And you know, I imagine that they did a lot of takes in that film rendition of it, but each take was a live run-through, you know. Man, that's some talent there. That old school entertainment, something to it. There's the vid. Yeah, Jenny. So it's a cool song. And, you know, this intro, I have a video on my channel. Those of you who are subscribed, thank you. On my channel, if you look up jazz intro, you should come across a video where I show you how to play the same exact chord progression using different chords. So it starts with the G6 up here, and then the G diminished is here, and then the A minor 7 is here, and then the D7 is, you know, something a little more colorful. And then I show you another way where G6 is played here, the G diminished is played there, and then the A minor 7, and then the D7. So these are, it can get a little mind-boggling to remember all the shapes. This is one of the things that I want to offer a 5-day challenge on. Click the link in the description below and let me know what topic you'd like me to cover, because I'd like to do one of these maybe even once a month, where for 5 days it'll be totally free. I'll lead you through short exercises every day for 5 days, and at the end of it, there'll be a transformation in your skills. All right, but if you want to learn some other ways of playing this, takes a while to not only memorize the shape but make the hands soft. The video that I just spoke about, just look up jazz intro chords. It should show up. It's a video I made back in, I think, 2017. So hope that serves you well. Thanks for joining me. Hey, if you're digging this so far, let me know with a thumbs up. Appreciate you joining in. I wanted to answer a few questions. Johan is wondering about finding chords, else the neck. Yeah, so check out that video because I take you through it very, very slowly and very thoroughly. And in the future, the challenge that I'm speaking of would take you through the systematic understanding of the fretboard, the neck. It's a big mystery, but there are some patterns to the jungle, and there are some pathways that I would definitely share with you. Hanging in on the D6. Yeah, that's cool. You can just play D6 instead of D7, Johan. So, my friends, if you're digging this, thank you for joining me. There are links down below if you feel like making a donation. Not expected, of course, but it is appreciated. Hope you'll sign my mailing list at my website. I offer all kinds of courses and other goodies. My mailing list is available at my website. You can sign up right there. And big thanks to everybody who is a patron. I appreciate your support. There are going to be some cool bonuses this month for the $5 and $10 level patrons. Thank you for your support. If you're interested, there are some links down below. You can check out the page and get some perks with your support. Really appreciate it. So, my friends, I think I don't see any questions coming in. Let me know if there's a specific question about this song. Otherwise, I'm going to share one more thing, and then we're going to have a tranquil, deep listening meditation. And there are some links in the description below. As I mentioned, if you'd like to join my mailing list, support with a donation, or become a patron, just give this video a thumbs up, and liking it and sharing it is a massive show of support as well. Old school musicals are classic. Yeah, you know, a few weeks back we did Till There Was You from The Music Man. A lot of great tunes. Those of you who know musicals well, maybe you can answer my question. I got a question for you. There's this song, on a wonderful day like today, when the sky is as big as a yellow balloon, when the sun is as bright as a yellow balloon, even the sparrows are singing in tune on a wonderful day like today. I heard a wonderful rendition of that, and I was thinking about teaching it. Can you tell me what musical that's from? I don't know if it's from a musical or if it's just a tune. It's called On a Wonderful Day Like Today. And I think Sammy Davis Jr. and Dean Martin. And as you can tell, my tastes are not exactly current, but I hope you don't mind. I'm old-fashioned like that. So I definitely want to share more jazz and some more old school tunes with you because it fits so well in the ukulele. Would you like to learn one more rhythm trick. Let me know in the chat, and I'll show you one more rhythm trick before we have a tranquil meditation. Sonjam is, my link doesn't work. It should work. I will double check that. So please come back as soon as we're finished here. I will paste the link in there. It ought to work. So there might be something wrong with it. Thank you for that super chat support. We've got 2 friends offering super chats. I appreciate that so much. All right, so a rhythm trick. When you're practicing rhythm, it's so important to count and to feel the count loud enough to reach your ear and make the count come out your body. Try this out, my friends. Put your ukulele in your lap so the back of it is accessible, and we're going to gently tap on the ukulele. You could do this on your tabletop as well, but this will be a nice way to practice a little bit of drumming. And what I'm going to ask you to do, oh, it's a lovely day today from Lucky Me. Yeah, that's a good one, Kelly. I will look that up. I've heard that before. So check this out. I'm going to lead you through a brief syncopation, and then we're going to put it on the instrument in our strum. If we can do it with our hands this way, it's going to be a lot clearer when we put it on the instrument as a strumming motion. Join in with me. What you're going to do is start to tap even-handedly, and we're going to count clearly. Right now you're watching the screen, thank you. But now watch your hands once you get the groove. Let me demonstrate. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. I'm just tapping with a couple of fingers, and I'm concentrating on my rhythm, not speeding up. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Notice how 2 and 4 still syncopated. So there's a little something I call drumming into strumming. Ready? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. Come on now. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. You gotta say it out loud. Come on, nice and loud. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. Couple more times out loud, and then we're gonna do it just in our minds. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and now hear it clearly. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, it's like you can hear it clearly in your inner ear. And stop. Cool. That's just exercise 1. You could do that faster. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Next time you're cooking your lunch or dinner or breakfast, put the tunes on, tap on the counter. Da 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 da, love, love me do. You know, you already probably do this, right? I bet you are one of those folks. I'm behind, you know, when I'm driving and there's somebody drumming on the dashboard. Always drum and drive safely, please. But there's so many ways that you can bring a little bit of rhythm training into everyday activities, right? Now let's go a little deeper, and the syncopations are going to come by placing strong rhythms in unexpected places. Those unexpected places tend to be upbeats. This is a whole topic that we'll get into someday in a course, and maybe it will be one of the 5-day challenges I offer. But just watch me demonstrate. We're going to go 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and. So the backbeat is with this hand, and the accents ba, or over on this side. Ba, ba, 3, 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, Cool. Are you having a good time with this? There's so many things we can do with this. This is the only one I want to share for today. And what I'd like you to experience is that most of the taps are, it's like ghost notes. I'm barely tapping. It's like I'm just touching my little baby boy's face very gently. Touch your own face. That's how lightly it is. So that's the background pitter patter. And then add the backbeat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. All right, it's going to be one hand on 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then the accents, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Would you like me to write it down? Let's do it. So I'm going to write it down. 1 and. Please say hello to one another while I do this. A little bit of writing. So everybody learns differently, and I honor that. I like the visual. I also like the auditory and the kinesthetic, meaning the touch. This is the pitter patter. There's always a constant 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. You're walking down the street. There's always a groove going on, whether we're conscious of it or not. There's always some rhythm from our heart. Spinning of the planets, the stuff can get kind of cosmic. Then we have the backbeat, which will be symbolized by circling 2 and 4. So that's the next level. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And then every other measure, we have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So right here, this and, we're going to draw a big blue rectangle around the and of 3 and the and of 4. Take a moment, either now or when you watch this video a second time, write this out and just keep it on your desk. And this is what you do. Put this in the strum, in a lot of ways, but you practice it. Right? There's so many ways to practice it. You can do this on the back of a uke, flip a garbage can upside down, or if you have a drum, a proper drum, even better. So, how does this work with the strums? We want to be very curious about which direction is 1, and which direction is and. 2, and. The numbers will always be downstrokes. The ands will usually be upstrokes. So what we do is we might like to try this out. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Remember how I said the pitter-patter, the constant flow of 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 is like mouse paw prints across the floor. Very quiet, very, very light. Feel that being light, and then the accents will pop out more. 1, 2, ready? Let's try it. 1, 2, here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 Now right after, good job everybody, right after the last accented and, right here, the and of 4, you may like to not even strum on the downbeat. You may like to let that accent ring over the bar. All right? And that really makes it sound smooth. You could also have the G6 chord arrive right there on the and of 4, so it arrives early. That's like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and. See, it arrived early. One more time. 1, 2, here we go. So the arrival of the chord coming, early is something that many folks who play swing are very comfortable with, and you can see there are a lot of places in this chord chart. Let me give you a few examples. When the band went to play, the sun was shining bright. Now the man went on his way, it's too late to say goodnight. Well, that might have been excessive. I was making every chord arrive early. You could do it just a few times. Now the milkman's on his way. It's too late to say good night, to say good morning. All right, so these are ways of bringing more syncopation into your jazz playing. As usual, I try to make my live stream lessons accessible for beginners, but I also want to sprinkle some more advanced things in there. You can try this out. Remember the pattern. Draw this out on a napkin or a piece of paper right now. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and make sure you can lock in with the backbeat at 2 and 4. Okay, and then start to add accents. There are many, many other patterns. This is a common one that you may enjoy, adding an accent on the and of 3 and the and of 4, and you can have the chord arrive on the and of 4. All right? Try this with a simpler chord progression. You could try it just with one chord just to get the rhythm under your hand. So, my friends, I hope you are digging this. I wanted to wrap up the lesson and say thank you. Oh, my goodness, I'm seeing the chat. Thank you so much. There's some super chats from Linda and Fanny and John. Many thanks for your support. If you are interested in supporting this broadcast, you can find some links down below. There's some places where you can offer a donation to Venmo or PayPal. There's also, of course, the super chat feature. Thank you very much. Sign my mailing list, keep in the loop. And if you're interested in becoming a member of the patron community, there is a link down below as well. I hope that you'll please check out the link down below to the survey, because I would love to know what topics you're interested in me covering for a 5-day transformational ukulele challenge. It'll be free, and I'll offer 5 very focused lessons Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And by the end of the week, there's going to be some nice transformation, and you'll have some new skills by the end of the week. So thank you very much. I wanted to shift gears now and move into the meditation and offer a brief invitation of tranquility. So if you're not familiar with meditation, let me just share my intentions. Is that we're not trying to change or avoid discomfort or go to a place where discomfort doesn't exist. It's opening up our ability and deepening our ability to be with the present moment in all of its many manifestations. There's a practice of deep listening. Deep listening to a bell or a string or the wind or a friend's voice is a deep and wonderful practice. And when we say deep listening, I'm speaking of listening without any judgment, without label. It's a way of listening where we are really present and truly hearing what is with us. So I'd like to begin and just say one more time, many thanks. Have a wonderful Easter Sunday, and I hope you and your family are doing well. I meant to say this at the beginning of the broadcast, but to all my friends in Florida, my prayers go out to you, especially those in Manatee County. There is I visit that county every year when I'm touring, the Sarasota, Bradenton area, and I really hope that the wastewater is contained. There's a possibility of pollution there. So I wish everybody safety and that this calamity is avoided. So if we can all send a big prayer out to our friends in Florida that they are safe from harm. Yes, David, thank you. That is definitely one of the choices of making our left hand more fluid. Thank you, Starlight. Thank you, Kyla. Appreciate your support. Mahalo. Muchísimas gracias. Spasibo. Dankeschön. Dankjewel. Muchísimas gracias. Shalom. I'm slowly learning how to say thank you in every language thanks to you. Cheers. Merci beaucoup. Let us meditate. I'm going to invite everyone to bring their feet on the floor, and your stability is cultivated through our concentration. So just for the next 5 minutes, let's commit to bringing our concentration to our in-breath and our out-breath. This is not a heavy or serious endeavor. This is relaxing. So let your practice be relaxing. Enjoy your in-breath and your out-breath. Please close your eyes. Soften your body. Invite a feeling of relaxation from the crown of your head through your face. Relax your jaw. Begin to relax your shoulders. Take a few breaths, deep breaths. Feel your back relax and your shoulders. And let's come home to the present moment. I'm going to play these beautiful bells and invite you to listen. Listen to the low tones, the high tones, and keep your concentration on your in-breath and your out-breath in a relaxed manner. Breathe in a way where you can settle and release the tension in your body. Thank you for joining me. If any thoughts or body sensations distract you from your breath, that's okay. That's natural. Just without any judgment, bring your attention back to your breathing without trying to control or direct your breath in any way. Just notice how your body breathes itself, how the world is breathing through you. Enjoy your in-breath and your out-breath. You may find it helpful to silently note to yourself in upon your in-breath and out on your out-breath. This is not thinking. These are tools to assist the cultivation of mindfulness, of deepening your concentration and establishing yourself, your solidity in the present moment. So follow your breathing in and out. You may notice as you bring your attention to your in-breath and your out-breath that it begins to grow deeper. Breathing in deep, breathing out slow. Deep, slow. Inviting a sense of calm, feeling your muscles relax. Breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, I feel at ease. Calm, ease. Allow a smile to bloom on your lips. It can be just a very subtle inner smile. My teacher calls this mouth yoga. And although there may be situations where we do not feel like smiling, or we might feel like I am forcing myself to smile, what we're speaking of here is not forcing a smile, it is smiling so the mind recognizes all of the wonders and the gifts that are present, even now, even right now. Sometimes the mind leads the body, and sometimes the body leads the mind. So breathing in, I smile. Breathing out, I release. Smile, release. And finally, breathing in, I dwell in the present moment. Breathing out, I know this is a wonderful moment. Bringing our concentration to our breathing, present moment, wonderful moment. Let's slowly open our eyes. Remain connected to your in-breath and your out-breath. Thank you for practicing with me and with each other. Cultivating our stability and our presence in the present moment allows us to strengthen the capacity to be with difficulties and to see clearly and cherish the wonders and the joys and to be fully present with them. So I hope that you enjoyed this practice, not only of music, but this practice of being mindful of our breathing. The poem we used today, a 5-part meditation, guiding your breathing in, out, deep, slow, calm, ease, smile, release, and present moment, wonderful moment. Could spend a few breaths with each stage, or you may like to spend a few minutes through each stage. And of course, simply in and out as you go through your daily activities, tuning your instrument, cleaning your kitchen, caring for your loved ones, in and out, brings us back home to the present moment. I wish you and your loved ones a very peaceful day. Happy Easter. Thank you so much for joining me, Mark. I'm so glad that you're here as well. Namaste, everyone. Happy practicing of music. Happy practicing of awareness of breathing. Last week, we did a wonderful application to the instrument, and you can do this yourself as well. We'll do it again in the future, where you treat each note that you play as if it was a singing bell. It may begin very spacious. Next thing you know, those same notes may become a pattern. Repeat. And this is being mindful of your choice, choosing your notes. Not so much with the mind, but with what happened intuitively as you just paid attention to the wonder of this little piece of tree makes this sound. Yeah. We'll explore more of this and more improvisation in the future. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Thank you for joining me. Look forward to keeping in touch. Have a beautiful rest of your Easter Sunday. Thank you so much. And we'll see you next time I go live every Sunday, 12 noon, New York City time. All the best to you and your loved ones. Stay healthy.